to go, and it's time to drop the puck. Don't you just love playoff hockey? Listen to this place. Let's get after it. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Markstrom. Looking to make something happen at center. The Devils play it along the boards. Comes up with the steal. Colorado's got it in their own zone. Slides it up ahead from the right wing. Reads the play and forces the turnover. And not much on that one. Passes the puck over to Meyer. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Quick pass to Landeskog. Gaining steam here on the attack. Oh, a clutch save!
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
Nichushkin's gaining momentum. Moves into the slot. Knocks the puck down with a stick. Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, a grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Moves it quickly over to Girard. He carries the puck up along the wing. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Nice stop by Markstrom. Play continues here, but this crowd's still buzzing after what we saw. What a stop that was.
Yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on their feet. They're electric right now. And really, it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way. So when you have it, you embrace it.
And he's knocked off the puck there. Back to the blue line. Fantastic save!
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
With the stop. Colorado's got a hold of it against the wall. Picked up along the boards by Steenberg. And he passes it up ahead to Burns. Puck picked up by Cutter. Great pass from off the right side. New Jersey's on the attack. Colorado's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Malinsky's taking it from his own end. They've got the defense outnumbered. Scooped up along the wall by Steenberg. Takes a slap shot from the point. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coaches, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Still no score in this one. Off the draw, they take possession. Tosses it to Pesce. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck. And now he moves it to Nosen. Here's a chance, sends it in front. And that's intercepted. Picked up along the wall by Nelson. And that's intercepted by Pesce. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. The Avalanche have taken possession of their own end. Passes it over to Colton. Shot! And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. The Avs win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Sent into the offensive zone. Colorado's got possession of the puck. Tries to feed it over to Landeskog. New Jersey's ready to go on the attack. The Devils take it along the wall. Big time stop.
Blackwood's movements are outstanding. I mean, he gets to position so quick. He's athletic, and he makes a huge save from the slot.
And he takes the dish. Tries to dangle, and the puck skips away.
Nichushkin's trying to get a little too fancy with the puck there, and as a result, he loses it.
Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. Quick feed to Landeskog. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. New Jersey's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's a short pass to Cruikshank. Receives the pass. The Avs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Passes over to Makar. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. And now it's grabbed by Nemec. Slides it diagonally to Hischier. Sends it into the offensive zone. Colorado's got a hold of the puck now. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. Big-time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Hischier's got the puck in his own zone. Shot! And that's blocked away. How did he stop that one?
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no...
Off the outside of the iron and will play on.
A huge opportunity to go ahead in this game, James, but it hits the pipe and out. Now they're chasing.
There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after all that chaos.
Well, this is a much-needed reset for his team after some sustained ozone pressure by the opponent.
Face-off coming up here in Cheryl. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
No question about it, James. We know where the momentum lies right now after some sustained pressure, heavy forecheck, lots of shots going to the net. The goaltender is fatigued. You want to make sure that you can continue to apply that pressure and see if you can squeak one by.
Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Nice zone entry from the right side. Moves it to Carter. Glove save, and he handles it with ease. Blackwood's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. Well past the midway mark of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. The Avs win the defensive zone faceoff. Works it across to Brindley. Here's a shot, and he makes the save. Slides it up to Meyer. A little dipsy doodle, and he loses possession of the puck. Cuts to the front. Quick stop by Blackwood.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes the save.
He grabs the puck here at the point. That goes off a twig. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. The Avs have it against the wall. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. New Jersey's got the puck in their own end. From the point, looks to make something happen. And there's the save on the play. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Here they come on the attack. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. And a great save. Quick pass across to Landeskog. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. Taken by Drury. The Avs move it ahead. New Jersey's got the puck inside the defensive zone. The Devils have it now. Here they come on the attack down the right side. The Avalanche have taken possession along the wall. Quick pass to Drury. And they'll be forced to regroup after the puck bounces out of the offensive zone. Slides it back to the blue line. Denies him! The Avs gain the zone. New Jersey's got the puck along the wall. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Taken along the wall by Landeskog. Oh, what a stop with the paddle! And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Getting into the later stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one. The Devils take possession off the faceoff. Nemec is picking up steam. Fires it into the offensive zone. From behind the net, looks to break out. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. They put the puck into the offensive end. Siegenthaler's stick handling in his own zone. Takes the feed up ahead. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Colorado's got the puck behind the net. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Grabbed along the boards by Pesci. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Dumps it in. Tries to get the puck to Malinsky. Colorado's got it along the wall. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Hischier. Takes the pass. Denies him on the play. Passes it to O'Connor. New Jersey's got it in the neutral zone. The Devils looking against the half wall. Picked up along the boards by McDonald. Gains the zone from the right side. New Jersey's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it around along the half wall. A shot! Oh, stopped it! Got a head on that one!
Blackwood's found his rhythm here, James, looking real nice in his crease, the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Hughes wins the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Colorado's got the puck along the boards. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Here's the pass. New Jersey's looking to break out of their own end. And he takes the feed. Poked away by Nelson. The Avs gain control of it. Good stand-up hit on the play. Here he is in front. Oh, a clutch save. Battle along the wall. Delayed penalty coming up here. Colorado's got it into the offensive zone. Handles the puck at the point. Heads to the back of the net. Here's a shot from the boards. Puck exits the zone. Takes the feed from the left side. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Devils will serve 2 minutes in the box.
Tough minor penalty to take this late in the frame here, James. You got a close game, and you don't want to give any opportunity to your opponents. You got to kill this off.
The Avs will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening. Time to get a clean sheet of ice here as period number 1 comes to an end. As you heard the horn sound, we'll be back with much, much more as this is going to be a fun one tonight. And we're about set to drop the puck here on period number 2. The Avs go right back at it on the power play here and win the draw to start the frame. New Jersey's got a chance to work the transition game now shorthanded. And the puck is moved to a safer spot on the ice. Colorado's gained possession. The Avs move the puck in the defensive zone. Quick shot, and makes the save.
Man, is he ever difficult to defend. Hey, James, I mean, so difficult when you're shoving, you're doing everything you possibly can to move and separate him from the puck, but his core strength and his balance is certainly the victor as he takes this one to the net.
Connor's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. The Devils win that offensive zone face-off.
Center bears down on that bottom hand, a clean win, and you can see them all setting up, looking to attack the net against this tired group.
Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Markstrom.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play, doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Scores! And the benefit of the extra attacker pays off.
Yeah, utilizing all of that space, James, to their advantage, and the recognition and awareness of when to take it to the net. He's going to get this on and off of his stick on the backhand in a hurry here, James. Really nice play, knowing where everyone is, in particular the goaltender in that low slot area. Well, it's a privilege to be on the power play, and you want to exceed expectations, and the coach's reaction is telling the unit, you exceeded them.
Colorado's rolling now, having taken a one-goal lead here in the second.
Well, yeah, there's got to be a wave of momentum that continues to push and press now, James, as they seem to have control of the game right now. They can't give any momentum back to their opponent.
New Jersey's in transition, and now he angles it across to Meyer. Picked off in the open ice. Hammers a shot. New Jersey's got it in their own zone. Moves it over to Meyer. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Angles it over to Drury. Colorado's gained the line and into the zone. Takes the feed. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Meyer. Oh, he had the answer on that one. Colorado's got the puck in the defensive end. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Lots of time left in this period. Colorado's ahead 1-0. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. Big-time stop there. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Moves it quickly over to Hamilton. Solid check to slow him down. They go on the attack through center. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Can't keep a hold of it. With possession along the wall. An easy save by Markstrom. New Jersey's looking to break out. Fires it on net. Denies him on a slapper. Up along the wing. Colorado's crossed the line and on the attack. Great poke check on the reach. Quick feed to Dadonov. Gets the puck over to Cotter. The Avalanche have taken possession in their own end. Here's a short pass to McKinnon. New Jersey's got the puck. Handles the puck. Dishes it to Palat. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Colorado's across the blue line. Moves the puck down low. And it's a quick pass to Drury. Oh, what a save in front.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Passes it over. That's gloved by Blackwood. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Colorado's up 1-0. The Devils take possession here inside the offensive zone. Big time stop. Gets a blocker on it. Scooped up along the wall by Taves. Here's a shot. And it got caught up in traffic and goes off a stick. And some good footwork to kick it away. The Avs scoop it up along the boards. And that goes off the iron and stays out.
Colorado's been working hard and have put forth a strong effort throughout this entire game, and that's the reason they have the lead. They wanted to extend the cushion, but unfortunately bad luck on their side, or maybe it was good positioning by the goaltender, but nonetheless, it goes off the post and out.
We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up.
Well, hockey is harder and it's heavier in the playoffs, and you got to find a way to get to the middle of the ice, and you got to find ways to win the puck battles. And this right here sends a very clear message that they're ready to play. He just has a huge hit right there to ignite his team.
Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. New Jersey's got the win off that draw. Into the attacking end. Slides it over to Boulet. The Avs play it along the boards. Here we go. Puck's in deep. The Devils gain control of the puck against the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Tried to get 2Q with it and loses possession.
Meyer's close to finding a hole there, and just an extra move. Oh, well, there's going to be a call on that one, James.
And the puck's booted away. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead. The Avs are off to the box. Interference the call.
Well, the advantage is going to go to their opponent right now here, James, so they got to get out on the ice, and they've got to be aggressive by nature in this PK, force the puck to vulnerable spots, and get it down the ice.
New Jersey sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, they earned this a power play, James, through hard work, and it's an opportunity to even the score here. They need to find a way to execute and get back to the even score.
And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Sends it ahead to Brown. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. The Avs will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. And the puck sails into the bench, forcing a stoppage of play. Hughes is at the face-off dot and will try to win the draw as we are about to resume this power play. The Devils win the face-off. Oh, it was a miss, and he stopped it! Denies him again! The Avs gain possession. And now he tries to get it across to Kelly. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Brown. Oh, he gets his glove on that and just enough to keep it out.
Well, timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Power play continues with this offensive zone draw.
Well, yeah, they have a numbers advantage, and they also have the advantage that the goaltender is extremely fatigued. They got to drive the net, James.
Trying to clear the puck from his own end. And the puck clears the zone.
That's why you want players with active sticks on your PK, James. They can close quickly, and they can corral the puck and just fire it down the ice.
There's a hit on the play. Sends it in on the attack. New Jersey's got possession of the puck. Moves it to Hischier. Handles the bank pass from along the boards. And the puck leaves the zone. Myers got it behind his own net. Quick pass to Cotter. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Makes a move, and the puck hops away from him.
Well, he's showing off his skill set, trying to make a silky move around the defender, but he gets denied.
Just moments away from the resumption of this power play. They're ready to drop the puck here for this faceoff. New Jersey's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs, hey, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat. Burns is up and ready to go.
Here's a chance! Denied by the goaltender. Colorado's back to even strength.
The next shift is critical, James. They had the opportunity on the power play to get back in it and get the equalizer. Now they're down by one, so they have to manage some energy here, and they have to dictate pace and get back in the game.
Moves it quickly over to Cotter. Puck scooped up by Nelson. And that goes off a body. And he takes the feed. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Fires it. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. The Devils take it along the wall. Takes the puck at the point. Hischier's got it along the boards. Huge steal at his own end. And now it's over to Nelson. Breakaway. He scores! A stone-cold finish on the breakaway.
And that's the bottom line, because it's in the back of the net, James. Manipulating the pace of play is the game. It is a detail that this guy has. There's no question about it. He doesn't slow down. He maintains his speed as he heads in one-on-one against the goaltender. Speed kills. Top read, and he buries it in the net. With that last goal, you can certainly tell that the coach is not impressed. His team did not start ready and certainly been struggling throughout this game, now down by a few.
Colorado's on a roll tonight. Now they've extended the lead to 2.
They're on a roll, and you can see it in their body language, the way they're communicating on the bench. When you're winning and you're feeling it, everything's alive.
The Devils get a hold of the puck off the draw. Finds nothing but air a hold of the puck along the boards. Here they come on the attack. Colton's got it deep in the offensive end. Tries to feed it over to Nelson. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Quick feed to Nelson. Tosses it on to Cruikshank. Dumps the puck in. The Avs have it against the wall. Puck grabbed by Nelson. Passes on over to Brindley. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Nemec. Throws it in. The Avalanche have taken possession along the wall. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Drills them. Slides it across to glass. Sent in deep, and the forwards will go to the bench. New Jersey's got a hold of it against the wall. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. Takes the pass from the left wing and makes the save.
Markstrom's save percentage has been excellent. He's doing everything to stand tall in the crease. Now it's time for his team to start playing for him. They got to get going north. The first thing they need to do is retrieve the puck and stop chasing the game.
The Avs going to work on offense. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck now. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Siegenthaler's got it in the defensive end. Handles the puck from the left side. Brad's going to play it to the corner. Colorado's got the puck along the boards. The Avs will play it in their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Puck picked up by Girard. Fantastic save! Here's a shot. Back-to-back saves there! And now it's grabbed by Brad. Here they come on the attack. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Slides it diagonally to Girard. The Avalanche have taken control of the puck. Shuts him down. Turns another aside.
That's an incredible sequence of saves. He is so dialed in, but I gotta say, where are the D-boxing out?
Slides the puck to Girard. Takes the feed. Scores! The Devils! The Devils!
There's always the question why before a goal is scored, so let's go back and just have a look at the way they defended in their own zone here. Yes, they gave up a high-danger opportunity, but in transition, they were able to capitalize when they got going north, and they were able to get a good chance on net.
New Jersey's goal late here in period number 2 has given them new life here late.
They'll need to take that life and re-energize themselves, but it's been all about good habits, not getting frustrated at the score, finding a way to put it in. They just did it.
And now he moves it to O'Connor. Gets it back. Too much traffic in the lane. New Jersey's gained possession along the boards. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Slides it across. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Takes a shot. Makes the save. Pass to Palat. Oh, look at this. From the point, they take control of it. Denies him with the save. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Here in the late goings of the period, New Jersey's trailing by 1. Nelson's quick stick off the draw wins possession. Taves works the puck in his own zone. On the attack along the boards. The Devils have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Skates across the blue line. Quick pass to Kovacevic. Moves the puck. Brindley's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. Let's get the official decision. The Devils will lose a man, tripping the call.
Anytime you're in the dying minutes of a period, you have to maintain your focus, especially when you're shorthanded. It's all about creating some momentum and killing the penalty. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice, so you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover, so you can look to the flanks, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it.
Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to McKinnon. Nice feed at center, moves up ahead now. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. And they send it down the ice. Slides the puck over. Moves it to McKinnon. Shot! Scores! Well, I guess they weren't safe by the bell there.
How's that for momentum? In the last seconds of the frame, you find a way to put it in, and that's going to create a ton of momentum. So now, heading into the next period, you want to garner that momentum and carry it forward. Oh, he's flashing the leather, looking for that huge glove save, James. But you got to stop it first if you want to make the highlight reel. That one winds up in the back of the net.
Colorado's got to be feeling good about their game here as we head towards the intermission. Already up by 2 now, late in period number 2.
Well, let's face it, it's been a hard-fought battle, but that last goal, I mean, it puts them in a great spot heading into the intermission. They got to find a way to elevate off of it and keep the foot on the gas.
Two down, 1 to go. Third period, they're ready to drop the puck. Well, the moment of truth for both teams here as we are underway in the third. Well, with 2 periods played, Pounder, your thoughts?
The Devils are right where they should be in this game, James, and that is behind entering the third period. Why? They just haven't had the puck. It hasn't been on their stick, which means they haven't been able to generate anything offensively.
Quick pass to Hughes. Stopped with ease. Sends it over to Nichushkin. McKinnon's tripped up and the official's hand is in the air, signaling penalty.
Well, the coach is simply wanting an explanation as to why his team keeps getting penalized, and just a reasonable explanation, that's all it takes. It's composed, though.
Face-off and another opportunity to take a look at the man advantage unit here.
Well, specialty teams have been a difference in this one. The power play getting to work yet again, already having scored a goal. Just feels like they're feeling it tonight. They're finding one another. They're opening the holes on the ice, and they're cashing in.
Lets the wrister go. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. And now he angles it across to Brindley. Sends it to the middle. And that caroms off a twig in front of the net. Moves it quickly over to Hischier. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Burns grabs the puck inside his own territory. Quick feed to Colton. Works it across to Hischier. Right up the gut, here they go. Dumps it into the ozone. The Avs gain control of the puck. Here's a short pass to McKinnon. Play whistle dead, offside the call.
Potter's been feeling it here tonight, James, getting a ton of puck touches and looks on net, and finally cashes in. That one's going to feel good. But I do love his process here. I mean, it shows maturation in his game as a young player. Sometimes you can get frustrated and let it take you off your game, and this time, he didn't let that happen. He found a way to get the tally.
McKinnon's at the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage. The Avs win it in the defensive zone. Pushes it across to Nelson. And the puck skips away after that move. We got a whistle offside the call.
Blackwood's really had the pulse of his team this game, James. I mean, making some huge saves at the right time, and that's what you need from your goaltender, to sort of weather the storm when they have to and make the timely save when they need to. You garner momentum from it. It's uplifting and it provides energy.
Potter's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Great defensive effort with the strip. Picked up along the wall by McKinnon. Let's move to the middle, and that's stopped.
This is a timely hit here, James. He knows they're down, they're trailing in this one, but they are not out of it. So if everyone can elicit some sort of response on their next shift, they can rally the troops and they can get back in this thing.
Chance to reset here on the draw on this man advantage. Colorado's got it in the offensive zone. Scores! And they do it again with the extra attacker.
It's one thing to do it in practice, James. It's another thing to do it when you're under pressure. They have met the task and they found ways to create motion and attack the net. Man, I would love to freeze frame that shot, James. The torque on his stick to be able to get that shot off with that amount of force, incredible.
The Avalanche haven't looked this sharp offensively in quite some time, and they continue to attack in the third.
Yeah, there's been no letdown at all. They've continued to be urgent on the puck and find ways to open lanes to get the puck to the net. This has been a great, entertaining game, James.
Slides the pass over to Heischer. Puts it on net, and he puts that one aside with ease.
Blackwood's dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
McKinnon's lugging the puck. Quick pass across to Landeskog. Sends a pass over. Heischer's gained the line and on the attack. The Avalanche have the puck in their own end. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out. Slides it across. Big time stop. Oh, and he misfires on that. Good battle along the boards for the puck. And that's just out of reach. McKinnon's working it around in the corner. The Avs carry it along the wall. Great reach with the poke check by Dadonov. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. And that scores! And a little sign of life here on the ice as they try to get back into it.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum swing right here, and now they've got to layer it, which means they've got to have that next shift where they attack and have the mindset to drive the net.
Let's see if it's sustainable now.
Love this play, James. Sometimes when you catch a puck and it's on your backhand, you don't have time to move it to your forehand, so you let it go quick, and the goaltender doesn't have a read on it.
The Devils don't have time on their side, but they're starting to scratch back.
They're scratching back, they're clawing back, but they're going to have to take some offensive chances. D are going to have to start jumping in, opening up lanes, and creating odd man rushes.
Reaches out and uses the stick. Moves it to Drury. And he takes the pass. Picked up along the boards by McDonald. Takes the feed at the back end. Shuts him down. Angles it over to Malinsky. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kelly. Shot. Routine save made by Markstrom. Gaining steam inside the neutral zone. New Jersey's got the puck along the wall. Scores! Well, just what the doctor ordered, or in this case, the fan base.
It's amazing how a game can change within seconds and how the temperature meter can completely switch, and that's what's happened with this goal, James. You can certainly tell that the energy has shifted, and they're looking for the equalizer.
One goal game now.
I love this goal, James, but I like even more how it all started. I mean, you've got to initiate contact, but it's got to be clean. It's a clean hit that disrupts the player from puck. Then he gets on his horse, he gets activated in the play, he's engaged, and he finishes it off. Well, much more positive response from the coach after that last goal. I mean, they didn't get the start that they wanted, but now some life behind the bench.
New Jersey's got to be feeling good about themselves now, making this a one-goal game.
Bench is up and stick taps all the way around, getting within 1 goal in the third period. You know how important this face-off is to get possession and start attacking in the O-zone.
The Devils scoop it up along the boards. Dodonov's moving the puck through his own zone. New Jersey's on the attack. Colorado's got the puck. New Jersey's got the puck. Slides the puck across. Shot! Big stop right there. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Tries to feed it over to Nelson. The Avs take the puck through the neutral zone. New Jersey's gained possession. Gets it over to Brown. Takes a shot. Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot.
McKinnon's having himself a multiple-point game tonight, James, and it's almost as if he wants the puck. Yeah, there's a difference tonight. He's playing on his toes. He's calling for the puck. There's more communication. The body language is great. Everything he's doing is generating a vibe for his team and his line mates. He's been outstanding.
The Devils have played well tonight, creating all sorts of scoring chances, but they still trail here in the third. Colorado's taking possession in their own end. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. The Devils have it from their own end. Quick pass to Nelson. Stop there. And now it's to Girard. Sends it in deep. Takes the puck behind the net. New Jersey's got it behind the net. Taken by Dillon. And he feeds it down to Nelson. Carries the puck inside the neutral zone. And that pass is redirected. Can't maintain possession. Moves it up through the middle from the right. They've got numbers. Colorado's got a hold of it along the wall. Takes the feed from off the boards. The Devils look to start the transition game. Sends the pass over. And that's offside, stopping the play.
Hughes has been generating offense from all areas of the ice, James. The reason why he has that point streak going and everyone relying on him right now.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. The Avs have just had a little more offense than their opponents tonight. They lead at 4-3. Scooped up along the wall by Cruikshank.
Gotta love these moments within a game, James. It's tight. The game really hasn't opened up. You gotta play free, but you have to play responsible as well.
Slides it diagonally to Ivan. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Puck scooped up by Steenberg. Slides it to Ivan. Moves it quickly over to Boulet. Through center along the wing. And now he tries to get it across to Brown. The Devils grab possession of the puck. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Good heads-up play to bat it down onto the ice. Quick feed to Brown. And that's picked off. The Devils get a hold of it. New Jersey's got it in their own zone. Handles the pass.
McKinnon's had the magic touch tonight, James, and he has 3 points in the game, but the puck possession and the poise and patience been incredible tonight.
Whiffs on that. Grabs control of it at the point. Slides the puck down low. What a steal in his own end.
The Devils Devils have been stealing pucks all game, and when you intercept passes and you find ways to get your sticks in lanes, you typically find a way to possess the puck, but they've got to open it up here. This game's awfully tight.
Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Picks up the puck in his own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Colorado's got a hold of the puck now. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. Past the midway mark in this period. Colorado's clinging to this 4-3 lead. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone.
You hate it when you ice the puck and it comes 200 feet back to your zone. You got to give your center a tap on the pads afterwards. You win that one and get out.
And a great save!
What an incredible glove save by the goaltender. I mean, he gets out to the top of his crease. He's challenging. He's saying, hey, try and beat me on this side.
The Devils have the advantage in shots tonight, but they still find themselves trailing here in the third period. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Intercepted in the offensive end by Nichushkin. New Jersey's got the puck along the boards. Tries to get it over to Nosen. Gets the puck in deep. The Avs take possession in the defensive end. Here's a short pass to McKinnon. Quick shot! Turns it aside. New Jersey's gained possession along the boards. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. The Devils will play it from the defensive zone. Moves it to Nosen. Beautiful saucer pass. Scores! Poppin' bonus for Selly.
What a shot. That's just adding insult to injury, isn't it? James, a top-shelter shot that just sends the water bottle a-sailing. Well, it looks like they've reset the table. I mean, didn't get the start that they wanted, found themselves behind the 8-ball, but it's amazing, James. It's an old cliche, but the game is never over until it's over. It's the coach's job to push the appropriate buttons when they're down and find a way to get his team back on track, and that's exactly what's happened after that last goal. It presents the equalizer. Now his team is ready. He's showing a ton of emotion behind the bench. Now it's about getting the go-ahead.
Late goings of this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. And a solid job tying up his opponent. The Devils get a hold of the puck in their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Here's a shot. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. New Jersey's won the faceoff. And he had the answer on that one. Quick pass to Kelly. Moves the puck to Drury. Grabbed in the open ice by O'Connor. The Devils get a hold of the puck. Bratz picking up steam. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Feeds it over. Oh, and there's a great save by Markstrom. The Devils take it across the line. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Stoppage in play as the puck goes up and over. We'll get a face-off. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. McKinnon's won a big draw in their own end. And now it's over to Landeskog. Fires it on net. Oh, big-time save by Markstrom. New Jersey's got a hold of it against the wall. Moves it quickly over to Siegenthaler. New Jersey's got it along the wall. Feeds it down low. Taken along the wall by Brown. Quick feed to Burns. And that's a great heads-up play by Nichushkin. Here's a shot. Great save by Markstrom.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
Puck grabbed by Hamilton. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Nichushkin. Oh, the home team is reeling here inside the defensive zone, and the fans are nervous. Here in the later stages of this period, we are all tied up in this one. New Jersey's got possession here in their own end. Markstrom's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Hughes has won the draw inside his own end. Here's a short pass to Meyer. Under a minute to play in this dandy. Brindley's taking it from his own end. And he takes the dish. Denies him. He got all of it. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. A critical draw here. Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck after the centerman tied him up. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And they win the face-off and set up to go in the attack. Stopped by the goaltender. The Devils gain control of the puck against the wall. Big-time collision, and look at that. He landed right on his own bench.
Well, you know that the one giving the hit likes this, to send a message, send you right over the boards into the laps of your teammates. It's embarrassing either way, no question that you got off your feet and you wound up on your bench.
There's the whistle. We got an offside.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. The Devils get a hold of the draw. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Feeds the puck over to Cruikshank. Colorado's got possession of the puck. Turns it over. Holton's got the puck. Here's a chance. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
And with that, we are heading to overtime. Get those OT picks in on social media, and we will see if we can find a winner next. Get your overtime picks in, because they are ready to drop the puck. Will we get a winner here in overtime as we are underway? New Jersey's grabbed a hold of the puck. The Avs gain control of it. Scrum ensues along the boards. And now he passes it to Landeskog. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McKinnon. Stoppage in play as we get it offside. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. New Jersey's come up with possession after that neutral zone draw. Receives the pass. Slides the puck across to Hamilton. It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. Moves it to Landeskog. New Jersey's gained possession. Great defensive stick work on the play. There's a collision with some authority. The Avs scoop it up along the boards. Quick pass to McKinnon. Hughes has it along the boards. That knocks him off the puck. And now he moves it to Bratt. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by McKinnon. Moves it quickly over to Cotter. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. New Jersey's got control of it now from their own end. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Dadonov. Fires it! Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough.
I love the willingness to drive north on this and beat your opponent to the space in behind, and that's exactly what he does by a great body position. Just look at his legs and the wide base to be able to get in there and get that shot off.
And he makes a save there.
Well, certainly the right guy to put out there in overtime, James. I mean, he is just igniting his team right now. Look at that pulsating hit. You have to have the ability to do it, but also to drive play, create an energy to attack in this overtime.
Nice job tying up his opponent. The Avs take it along the wing. Oh, and here's the pass. Chance to win it. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Takes that pass back to the point. Oh, break out the ice packs. He lays out to block that shot. Ow. They score! Overtime winner! And there is your Stanley Cup champions!
The childhood dream comes to an end as they're victorious to win the Stanley Cup, James. What an unbelievable moment that they've shared together. The sacrifices, the preparation, and it all culminates in this. A win, a victorious Stanley Cup.
Here comes the cup and a lot of excited fingertips looking to get their hands on it.
Well, it is the dream, and of course, who is going to hoist it over their head first? That's the question, James.
Can't wait. And here he comes, the captain of the squad. And when you talk about ultimate leaders in sports, the amount of times he wins, Cheryl, he might be the epitome of leader.
Well, I would say so. I mean, hoisting the cup multiple times, it's unbelievable. You know you have to have skill, but this is arguably the toughest trophy to win, and he just puts it on repeat.
And it's your Conn Smythe Trophy winner's turn to get the cup. Man, he was electric.
Oh, he was outstanding, wasn't he, James? And he hoists the cup, and he knows. I mean, you always want to feel like you contributed as a player, and the feeling goes that much further. But how about his production leading in goals? I mean, he was incredible.
You know, for some routines, Cheryl, you say it's old hat. I don't think winning the Stanley Cup multiple times ever gets tiresome.
Oh, it can't be, James. And it's no fluke, right? You know that he plays in the regular season, how difficult it is to make the playoffs. And then to be able to go round after round. I'm telling you, he's seasoned, and that lends right through the dressing room.
Well, based on that cup-winning goal, I can't imagine him ever having to pay for another meal with this team again.
He's got the key to the city, doesn't he, James? I mean, you score an overtime winner to capture the Stanley Cup. The world is yours, and you can see all of the emotion. His teammates, this is a moment he'll never forget.
Just a great moment when you become Stanley Cup champions, and then it's the all-hands-on-deck team photo, and I love this.
I love that the Stanley Cup's in the middle with the entire group, the staff all wrapped around it, just signifying that every player, every staff member was a key component to the win.